All right, with Bizak. Meeting adjourned. No, meeting back in session. My guy.
I'm alcoholic.
Hey, Martin.
It was good to hear you today. You dealt with the 12 steps, dealt with anger. One member who used to come here, Donnie F, used to say, put a D in front of anger when you get danger. I wasn't thrilled Monday too when I made the phone calls too. You know, I guess after I got a little cabin fever and get through the day. And I didn't venture out in the car, but I got through it. I went to Irish Pat's funeral in St. Mary's. She used to sit, she did sit at that table a lot. She was 2 weeks short of her 50th anniversary. D Street, South Boston project success story. Got sober 39 years old, single mom, 3 kids. Got sober at 39 years old with those challenges. Made her kids the lunch and sent the kids off to school, but she was drunk sometimes, and she came to Alcoholics Anonymous, went to the early bird a lot. That's where I got to know her. Father Brian, who comes to this meeting, he said the mass, it was a nice mass, and it was a bad day, but you know, it was a nice tribute to her. She used to be a member of Dead on Wednesday Night as I was, and you know, they'd sign the cards and send them off around the room, and Pat would send me her own card, her own individual card all the time. She was on my call list, and you know, she'll be missed by me and a lot of other people. So that was yesterday. But you know what you talked about, if you were 500 days sober, I don't know if you would react the same way. If you were 600 days sober, I don't know if you would have reacted the same way, 700 days. But it happened in a time where you had enough sobriety and enough common sense. You had some of the 12, the second step. You dealt with reason, you dealt with sanity, and you saw things through. Whatever you did to that person, you might have hurt yourself more by picking up another case. And that's what you don't need. So when you did that, you helped yourself. And when you came in here and when Richard asked you to chair, that all happened for a reason. That's how God worked it all out. All the little details that you could use and take a look at your growth. Now when it happens the next time, you've already been through it once. And can you learn from this lesson and apply it to the next situation? You know, and I think of that stuff too. There's so many things we hear in the halls of Alcoholics Anonymous, and Joe mentioned the 3 P's. You know, pause, prayer, proceed. Don't react, respond. And they used to say, think the drink through. But sometimes we gotta think our other emotions through. You hear, if you feel like drinking, you hear halt. Angry, hungry, lonely, tired.
Mhm.
And, if you like, I got a group member, he drives the plow. His little route, I think, is from, the BU Bridge down into, Poplar Square. And I think he texted me, and he worked like 36 hours straight. And he was dragging. And I told him about, halt, and, he's exhausted, he's probably gonna sleep 12 hours, but once he gets that taken care of, he's gonna feel much better, I don't think most of our bodies ain't intended to go that extended time without sleep, and especially operating a motor vehicle like that. I don't think like, the 18-wheelers, they let people do that. You have to pull into the side and get your sleep sometimes. So, all these things that we applied to not picking up the first drink, we can apply them to our emotions. If I react a certain way, was I taking care of myself? Was I eating right? Was I communicating with other people, or was I isolating? Was I taking care of my body? Was it a physical problem that led to the mental problem? So that there's so many tools that we use to deal with life. When we come here, we're coming to school. It's an education, and we learn from the new people, we learn from the people who attend the meetings, and